Okay, listen, I get it. It's not Minecraft, okay? But I swear, it's just give it a chance. Lots of flashing lights. It's what more could you really want? Anyways, this is Warframe. I'm playing it for a little bit. Good news for the Minecraft enjoyers, however little of you there may be. It's coming back soon. I have a mod pack. I didn't find a mod pack I liked, so I created one, but because I don't have all the credits and permissions and everything, it's not going to be redistributed. It'll just be a mod pack I'm playing. Though the mods that I will be playing will be displayed, and you'll be able to see what mods they are if you would like to enjoy them yourselves. The reason I'm not playing it right now is that I'm tired. I've been doing a research project, and this game is a lot easier to just launch and get into than Minecraft is, especially starting a new world. Anyways, we'll be playing my main. My main is Garuda. I did play Garuda in the Duveri Paradox episode that just went up, I believe. So we want to make sure not to pick up a melee weapon this time. Because Garuda has a natural melee weapon. So if I'm using my configuration, which I am, then my melees should be extremely good. Casting an ability isn't that good. Royal Wrath should be pretty good. Taking it over gold, I know. Sacrilege. Oh, right. Nightwave challenge to bullet jump. I did figure out about the new character. It requires a dojo structure, but my friend just built it immediately when he hopped on, so we've started going through that. I'm doing the circuit, not the paradox, because there's stuff I want from the circuit still. Oh, there it is. There is stuff I want from the circuit at the moment. It's the Warframe that's in it because I think they're neat. But I'm at rank 7. I'm not sure if they're purchasable from the market, but the goal is just rank 10. But they do refresh soon, so I'll probably record a couple circuits because I want to. I haven't been doing that much. I've been doing research on geometry. I'm sure all of you find that tons of fun, so I'll leave that to you to research on. You know what? No, I'll speak a little bit on it. No, I won't. You don't want to hear about mathematicians. I'm going to omit that. But I've been doing the preliminary research so that I can do the better research after. Alright, I gotta power this thing. My natural claws work very well with the kit I have. Alright, time to die. My natural claws have a melee set that goes along with my Warframe. That's why I prefer to play them with their claws. Plus, their claws are very good. They may not be like the best melee weapon in the game, but they're pretty dang good. They do slash damage, which is one of the best damage types you can do in this game. Also coming with a pretty decent stat lineup all around. This frame is pretty tanky. I went over them in the last video, but things like the Blood Altar, things like Dreadmere, which absorbs damage, and then once it finishes absorbing damage, will allow me to unleash a bomb. But my mod set when I'm running this character is, because last time I was actually missing, here's the bomb, by the way. It charges up. That's how much damage it'll do right there, that little number. So here, let's just hit those guys for that much, which was a lot. But my set is a gladiator set, which revolves around having a melee combo. which in the bottom right is where you'll see that. It says 3 times and there's a number. Now the number is the combo number, and that X is a 3 times. That's just a counter that's in there. So effects that scale off of combo, this will be at 4x right now. And now your combo wears out when that bar right below it hits 0. But as you look around, you'll deflect. Also, my combo duration is really high because I'm built for it. So I have increased combo duration in my kit. And then my ultimate ability is I do this. So as you can see, that bar is starting to get low, so then I hit a few things and it resets the combo back to full. Combo goes up to a max of times 5, or times 12. Times 5, times 12. And you keep it up because for me, it increases my crit chance quite significantly through a mod called Blood Rush. And then the Gladiator set does the same thing as Blood Rush. Effectively just increases your crit chance proportional to your combo modifier. So see that the numbers I'm getting are red numbers. If you watch the video... Oh wait, no, that wasn't a video. That was me playing on my own. So when you critically hit, it becomes a yellow number. That's what a critical hit does. It turns the number yellow and it does bonus damage equal to your crit modifier. So my crit modifier is like 5 times. So when the number is yellow, I do 5 times my normal damage. Now it gets even better. In this game, if you get over 100% crit chance, every attack is a critical hit. And then for every chance above 100, you deal your critical hits can then crit, triggering the multiplier again. So I then have the chance to do an orange crit. And then that scales into red crits. And then the red crits get even darker red, and then they get these exclamation points that you'll see. And so as I keep my combo stacked high... What? No. Oh, I might lose it because I fell off. I'm going to run out of time to hit somebody. And I activated a new extractor. So there I lost my combo. Also, apparently they added a new quality of life where you can just hold E. I also have another mod that makes it so when I start hitting stuff, my attack speed goes up. As you can see, I was hitting for like 40,000 to slash. Now I'm hitting for like a few thousand. But another thing you'll see in the bottom right is my passive. Garuda has an extremely simple passive. If I kill something, it gives me like a % towards that, and every % just increases my damage. So at max stacks, I deal double damage. It's a solid passive all around. Like, there are stronger, but like it's just free damage for dealing damage. Now, some passives are more integral to the kit of the character, but... Oh no, they destroyed an excavator, so I got 20 cryotic off of it. Anyways, I'll finish off this one, and then I have everything I need. I like Garuda's kit because I like doing just damage. I like melee attacking because it's easier. I don't have to be good at aiming, which I'm not. So that's helpful. So I can just melee attack things. They have a very defensive kit, so I can survive stronger missions when I play with my friends, who are at a much higher level of this game than I am. So if I get dragged into a harder mission, I can survive. And my damage is high enough because my melee weapons are good. So I just did 81,000 damage. And then my ultimate can just do damage to a large amount of things. I haven't been heavy attacking. I haven't really been casting abilities. Let's reroll. Ah, there we go. There we go. Toxin's just a poison damage. And, I mean, it's good to just get a more... Adding those types of damages doesn't just boost your, doesn't just boost your, like, oh, you can now poison them on an attack. So what it does is it enables you to deal more damage, because now you are doing poison damage on top of your other damage types. So that's why that mod was good. Dang. I missed that jump, but I saw a... There it is. We're going to get our decree. Oh, we're going to get our 3 decree fragments. That wasn't a decree fragment. Then we'll kill everybody and get out of here. As it's an extermination, we'll probably have to deal with Corrupt Vor, which will just be annoying, but I mean, he's not difficult. And with the claws, hopefully I'll be able to just slash him. So Corrupted Vor is based off of a boss, Vor, who isn't difficult in himself either. And then one of the best places, I'm not sure if it's the best, but one of the best places to farm Orokin cells, a resource you need for a lot of stuff, is by fighting Captain Vor and Commander Lek Krill. They are a little annoying to fight because they both have sort of an I don't need the higher movement speed, as good as it is. Sick Fire Claws instead. So anyways, those guys can be annoying because they have like the invincibility phases, but they're not as annoying as Corrupt Vor, who quite literally just can only be hit if you hit him in the stomach. And the hitboxes in this game are pretty good. Not going to say perfect. There are definitely some problems with some of them. But like, my attacks, they are claw attacks. One comes from the upper left and strikes down, and the other comes up and through with my melee attacks. If an enemy was immune to damage from those directions, then I wouldn't actually be able to deal damage with my melee attack. Which, you know, if I'm a melee build, can be problematic. So that's where you have to be good with weapons. Oh, there he is. Let's see. Can I hit him with my melee? Yep, I can. Thankfully, my melee cuts right through his weak spot, so you just held E on him. Man, you used to have to spam E to do this, so everybody would just do heavy attack builds so they didn't get carpal tunnel. A survival? Sure, we can do survival. We can live on this character. So the point of this build is I have a lot of armor as well, which really helps. Ooh, these are all really good. I'm also glitched out there because I'm holding this. I crit a lot, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, it's just treating as if I'm constantly holding E, which is funny. I'm not holding E, I'm actually holding nothing. Here, I'll press E, which will fix it. There we go. Also, you'll notice my passive doesn't reset between rounds. That's just a little quality thing. It does go down if I'm not killing anything. Did I hear that wrong? It must be on this side then. Perhaps up here? Perhaps down here. There it is. I'm not too worried about the survival thing. You do just die if you hit no life support, but I feel it won't be a problem. You know what? I'll come and grab this one just in case. Because I haven't heard the thing while doing my circles. And hopefully with this one used, it'll start generating the next one. One more step, miscreant. I love it when enemies in video games like grunts just talk. Oh, there's the last one. That's the crew fragment. My favorite one of those, which is a classic for anybody who knows this game. So, if you've ever played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, lots of people don't like the game. I'm not going to judge you for that. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But I enjoyed it. And so one of the things that was really funny is in one of the early areas of the game, there's a bunch of these copy and pasted troops that are everywhere, you know, as they do in a lot of games. And one of his lines he'll say is he'll just say, "Think you can take me?" And then when you defeat him, he'll just scream, "Don't forget me!" And I think in the Sugar Conroy video on the game, he does discuss the line. I don't remember exactly what about it, but it just, when you hear it in game, you'll just be playing, and then you'll just be fighting these guys. "Don't forget me!" And let me tell you, I did not forget them. There we go. With these decrees, since we're going for a bunch of melee decrees, we're doing more damage. You'll also notice that my shield gets destroyed pretty quickly, but I take significantly reduced damage to my health. Just in case you're curious of what the number on that is, I take 80% less damage. That's not... It's technically an exaggeration. I take 79.2% reduced damage to my health. So my shield isn't very high. I have it just to do what's called shield gating, which is you take damage to your... When you take damage to your shield that would go over, it gives you a moment of iframes, invincibility frames. And the damage doesn't roll over. So you can... so now I'm burning to death. That's a very dangerous status effect. So I can use my third ability, which does half of my HP, but gives me a bunch of energy. But I can then use my next ability to create a blood altar to make myself take reduced damage. Or not to make myself take reduced damage, to heal myself. So happy October, everybody. It's still October. Oh, I don't have enough life support. Let me go. I thought I would be picking more up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, easy. Wasn't even close. But the good thing about having a build like this Garuda one, if I get Garuda on their own during the circuit, I can just run the circuit. Assassination. Hard to melee, but I might be able to do it. Ooh, more fire aspect. Everything around me does cold, or the cold. I want... Every 50 armor grants ability power. I have a lot of armor. Ability strength. As I was just mentioning, I have a lot of armor, so that's going to give me a lot of ability strength. So that one's worth picking up. But I hope you've been enjoying this background noise. That's what I aspire to be. If I main monitor stuff, I mean, I think you could do better. Your main monitor stuff, but very much second monitor stuff, and I accept that. I want to be second monitor stuff. Or even background stuff, if not second monitor. Ooh, I can get even more. Yeah, I think I'm going to take that because I'm not sure if I can check it in the midst of the game. Yeah, there's not really a show profile, maybe. Equipment stats, maybe? No, that's going to be just overall stuff. And it doesn't tell me how much is affecting me. Or does it? Fortified will. I'm currently getting 224%. And so that's for every 4 I get 10%. Or for every 50 I get 10%. So that essentially means for every 100 I get 20%. So for every 100 I get 20%, and I have 200. You can understand I am quite tanky. Jesus Christ, he sends you so far. And now he's using this ability. Oh, he did that because I must have crit out one of his legs. So it appears I can just get up to him and press E on him. Oh, and I got the achievement Mercy Kill an Enemy. That's great, Nora Nightwave. Or Nora Knight. So generally what you want to do is you just want to get a lot of characters into that range. And as you witnessed, they disappeared. Can't even reach from here. Oh, my attack speed's down. Also, my damage is down. Everything's down. I'm not sure if he has like a weakness to something I'm doing or whether it's just that I can hit like multiple legs or what's going on with that. Apparently I'm very good for this assassination mission. I mean, I guess this is just what happens when you get your main inside of one of these game modes. The boss is, though, kind of ruining my my melee combo and all of that stuff. All of my melee-based synergies. I'm trying to jump over those, but it's hard to focus on dodging those and setting up a blood altar heals me really well. So, ability strength that I'm getting from my armor, why did I need it? I'm not using my abilities, you might be thinking. When I use blood altar, the amount it heals me for scales with ability strength. So it means that just having that up will like full heal me effectively the moment it triggers. Getting close, find a leg that I can damage. I think I did it. That's why he's up. As I witnessed in the past, the reason I'm saying I think is because I think that he can't. Oh my god, he better not be able to get up because he knocked me out. Oh my god, he was able to get up because he knocked me out of the fucking map! So I'm probably gonna have to go through that spin attack another time. Yeah, here it comes. And I jumped 159 here. Let's just go over here. He can still hit me with missiles, but he can't hit me with the rest. There we go. It will not get up again. You're right, Tesh, and I won't let it because I stood all the way back there out of shockwave range. The reason I went invisible, I have an arcane, like a really small mod, that upon finisher, I can go invisible. And, I mean, it's not good, but I don't have a lot of arcanes, so I just run whatever. I'm not taking that this time. As I move, one more midair and slide kick. I'll just take Royal Wrath again. Another fun thing that's happening in Warframe right now is Katir. He's here! All my homies love Katir. He comes in, he sells you rare goods. Right now he's selling an electric mod for melee, so I can probably also get even stronger melee stuff now. Though, a lot of my stuff, I don't affect the status too much because I have Slash. And Slash is really good by default. Because it's Bleed. Bleed ignores armor, it ignores shield, it's just good. There it is, our last little spec for another decree. More fire aspect. Yep, we'll take more fire aspect. Now that we have all this, we can go over here and do the defense objective. Now the enemies will spawn in around here. Alright, this is some sort of... This weapon's pretty good. Not as good as just meleeing stuff, though. Getting focus is a useful thing to obtain. I'm not at my cap, so getting a good amount of that. Holding tab, you can actually see me getting standing and stuff. Oh, I gotta rank up with Cephalon Suda. So I didn't have any agreements with anybody. For those of you who play Warframe and you're like, no, Cephalon Suda was a terrible choice. I'm gonna tell you, I got a friend with New Loka, and I got a friend who is Red Veil. So, for those of you who don't know what that means, it means that essentially when you pledge your allegiance to somebody, you gain 100% standing with them, and you get 50% standing with the other one. So if I press this, you'll see that I have Cephalon Suda at rank 1 with a full bar. And then you'll see that I have Arbiters of Hexus with only part of that. So that's my group. Now, they also come with enemies. Cephalon Suda's mortal enemy is New Loka, who you'll see that I have a minus 25 with. So essentially, you rank down with those people. And they can send attackers after you when you're in missions, and in general be real nuisances because of that. So you can be attacked by... You just get jumped, so you'll be in the middle of doing a mission. You know, it can be very dangerous, or it could be not dangerous at all, and you're just trying to speedrun it. Then all of a sudden, someone in the world flickers, and somebody starts getting yelled at because they've sent a squadron to kill your goon, or to kill your friend, or squadron to kill you. So the enemy of Cephalon Suda is New Loka, and then there's also like a half enemy and an ally. So the ally of Cephalon Suda is the Arbiters of Hexus, so I gain 50%. And why that matters is that each of them has like a special shop. You don't get anything with the people that you're not with. So, but if you, there's these special shops that they have, and all it costs is, or I'm not sure, it might cost some credits, but mainly it just costs standing. So just by passively paying the game, you can, I can't EU. I accidentally pressed 3 again and cut my HP in half twice. Oh right, that ability also scales with ability strain. So I cut more percentage of my HP off, but I gain more energy. Uh, there's a depreciating value after a certain point. Man, it does not enough damage versus my melee attacks, which could be much faster. The enemies are starting to get significantly stronger. I mean, I'm still one-shotting most of the basic enemies, but... Oh, also dying reset my passive, so that doesn't help. Yeah, Tesh, and I'm prepared. So by getting Cephalon Suda, a lot of their shop comes with mods, like specialized mods for characters that give them a special way of playing. Generally a modification to one of their abilities. Like Mesa Waltz is probably like the easy example. Normally during Mesa's ultimate ability, Peacemaker, you have to stand still. Waltz makes it so that you don't have to stand still. You can move at not full speed, but at 25% speed. And now, I mean, that's better than 0. It is a mod slot. I don't care. I like just the fact that I can just stand still and do my work, and then I just unuse the ability. But my friend uses it because he likes it, so it really is, if you want to use it, you can. But some of those abilities are just good. Like on farming Warframe, for when you're farming resources. Jesus Christ, you're just being a pest. A nuisance, really. But for certain characters, like Korra's ultimate is called Strangle Dome. My friend made our other friend get me Pilfering Strangle Dome. And what that does is if an enemy dies within the Strangle Dome, they have like a 60% chance to drop another item. This is actually pretty good. Oh, but we can go up to even more ability strength? Sure. Up to 500%. We're at 337% ability strength. That's a lot of ability strength. I know, Tesh, and you've got to explain this all. So, what was I literally just saying? Yeah, these abilities, like, my friend got Pilfering Strangle Dome for me, and so that means for Korra, I can throw on Pilfering Strangle Dome, and enemies have a 60% chance to drop an item again. Now, this works really well because he has a good Necros, and Necros has an ability called Despoil, which causes an enemy to drop its loot table again. Or no, it's Korra's Pilfering Strangle Dome has the chance for an enemy to drop more. No, I guess it is re-roll their drop table. So essentially, when you kill an enemy, it drops something. If they die within Pilfering Strangle Dome, or if they die within the Strangle Dome while you have Pilfering Strangle Dome, there's a 60% chance they drop it again. Melee attacks hit twice. That's just godly. So, Pilfering Strangle Dome can combine with his ability on Necros, which makes it so that there's a chance to have things, which is just an ability that causes you to re-roll drop tables on enemies. Now, Despoil is the best one because it also, if an enemy gets like cut into 2 pieces, it will re-roll the drop table on both parts. But these effects stack. So, if an enemy dies within Pilfering Strangle Dome, and that enemy if an enemy dies within Pilfering Strangle Dome triggers. And then, if you happen to have Despoil going, then you re-roll the loot table again. Now, I think there's another character that has another one, but effectively, you can farm without any characters, but it's longer, of course. Then you can farm with farming characters, which makes it all go faster. And farming is generally not the most fun part of the game, because you generally go into a very easy mission that spawns a lot of enemies, and you just let them spawn continuously. And you just kill them as fast and freely as possible, because you don't want to take damage and die. And then the ideal squad, you also have a support that just makes you be able to go infinite. But there's also a despoil mod that makes it cost health instead of mana over time. And the reason that comes into play is because when you're re-rolling drop tables like that, there's a very high chance of getting one of those red HP orbs to drop. And if you can just get those to drop, that gives you 50 HP, and you're causing the loot table to roll multiple times. So there's a decent enough chance you end up getting that. I cannot get that orb for the life of me. There we go. Pulling all the enemies into me is just funny. So that's for stuff like farming. And farming, generally not fun, but it's necessary in a game this grindy, because this game, you know, it's one of those games that if you grind, you can get everything, but you can also spend a little bit of money to make it grinding easier. And the game wants you to spend that little bit of money to make grinding easier. And the enemies are starting to get up to like over level 100. I normally fight like level 40s. So as you can see, this build sort of just holds up tank-wise. And I haven't really done anything to buff my tankiness. Like I haven't gotten any heal on status effects or heal on kill, which would make me significantly tankier. I only died when I did half my HP twice. Which, you know, any of you who have done a little bit of math know that's going to equal 100% pretty quick. That's the ability strength. Oh, I have to defeat the remaining Thrax attackers. Which just means like the big boy, but as you can see, he doesn't take much damage to the gun. But with all that ability strength and a few melee attacks... Excavation. Excavations aren't fun. But this build is cracked. So let's just keep running it. A melee kill gain overguard. That's like 40 shield. That applies over your shield. Critical hits deal extra hit with cold damage. That's good. Alright, I see one up there, two over there. Alright, well. A pretty easy setup. So the enemies are going to scale even higher now. It is going to be more annoying to keep these alive now because the enemies are stronger, but the excavators tend to stay pretty shit at staying alive. Finisher attacks grant plus 500 armor, and armor boosts are tripled for Warframe. So it'll give me 1500 armor whenever I do a finisher, but I'm not doing finishers that often, so... It technically would be very good. 1500 armor would probably make me immortal for those few seconds. That being said, I'm pretty tanky already. Plus, each decree gives me like 50 HP. Oh, it's underground there. I would like to start with a battery. Thank you for obliging, soldier. I don't have my combo up. My damage is pretty not so good. The double hits are definitely what's enabling me to do enough damage to stay in this. This area looks pretty defensible as a melee character, though, which is good. Another battery. Thanks, how nice of you. Yeah, they're up to 160 now. So the steel path, you have like these types of enemies, like wave like 1 or 2. Just to put it in perspective. So what I'm saying is that this build is steel path ready, sort of. I mean, obviously I have several decrees to get me to this point. I didn't start at this level of damage. So my damage would still be too lacking. The excavators do scale. They're not literally the same excavators from before. But it's not amazing. And I am taking a good amount of damage, but I can fix that pretty easily by doing this. And with all that ability strength, I just full heal instantly by hitting an enemy with that. And if I'm ever really scared about the damage I'm taking, I can always throw up the dread shield. You a battery pack wielder? No. Well, there's the first excavator with little to no problems. I don't like these missions because sometimes you just get unlucky and there's no battery people spawning. And so you're just dealing with the fact that there are no batteries on the map for a while. Here we go. There's another battery. Starting with a bonus to meet power. I think I saw a battery in here. Oh yeah, there it is. I didn't get it though. There we go. Oh, another character that's like good for this type of thing. So Frost has the ability. By the way, so my shield absorbs the damage. Earlier in the waves when I demonstrated this ability before, you were seeing numbers like 2,000 off of the shield. It also does scale with ability strength. So now I'm taking significantly more damage, but also the like we're just stronger now. But here, let's find enemy. It's gonna scale up really fast. And yeah, you earned it, pal. How big can we get this ball? 1 million! Just for you! We don't want to step too close to that. It's under attack. Actually, we probably do. Refill its shield real quick. It didn't need the more power, but that refills its shield, so now it should be able to survive without any assistance for a little bit. And if I'm wrong, oh well. Ooh, a battery wielder. Thanks, that's convenient. So that means I can go up here. You're like, oh, shouldn't you stagger your battery usage if you don't want to... Oh, I can do 2 of these at once. Easy peasy. I can definitely do that. Thankfully, it does track pretty conveniently on the left. Ah, shoot. That was a guy with a battery. Oh, I'm out of energy. So we'll cut for money a few times here. But because I have such a good altar set up, I'm taking even more damage. Wow. They really want me dead. Yeah, I think we might need a dread mirror set up. Set up an altar, cut for money. Yeah, but like this heat damage does a lot. Like I'm taking 100 a tick in this stuff. Oh, I was getting double exclamation points. You know that's got to be good. Oh, this is a new extractor. Oh, let's activate the new extractor then. Maybe then will give me 60? Nah, it'll probably give me 40 again. Yeah, it'll give me 40 again. It wasn't wasted, Teshin. We still got a 40 cryotic out of it. He didn't die from a direct impact from a hit that did over 100,000 damage. Problem with my current situation is I can't hit them because they're out of range. There we go. Extractor requires power. And the shield goes down so fast. You can see it's just taking thousands of damage at a time. I heard you, Teshin. I'm just trying to find where these batteries are. Over here? There they are. Now, if it dies, I'm pretty sure I'm fine anyways, but... Yeah, while I went and got that battery, they almost killed the entire reactor. It did 5,000 HP, or 50,000 HP. So yeah, this is why extractors suck, because it's not about my survival, it's about the survival of this insignificant blender. Oh, there we go, now it has 2,000 HP. Don't worry, when this one finishes, whether dead or alive, it'll be over. I'm out of energy, and we'll do that. Gather a little bit more energy. I have no more batteries though, and I don't see anybody with batteries on their back, so nothing I can really do. It's halted and they're just shooting it, and there's no batteries nearby. They will mercy kill you. You have a battery. Can I get it in time? Just in time. There we go. I killed him for the focus. This excavator will finish. We got an altar, which will full heal me instantly because of how much just ability strength I have. 370 ability strength. Oh, that'll get us up to tier 9 in the battle pass. And exterminate. That's like 50 enemies, right? Instead of like this swarm I had to deal with. Yeah, we can handle 50 enemies. Thankfully, there's like 2 of these right here. It's been here like every time we've been here. So the hope is that I will be able to just easily kill enough enemies, because it's only 65 enemies. And I don't need to protect the excavators, I just need to protect myself. And when focusing, I can. Ah, we do a lot of status effects, so that'll actually get us a lot of damage. Well, we don't... I guess we... No, they die really fast. Well, we're Sharp Hand Joe, so... We'll kill him good. Kill him good reminds me of a little short story I re-listened to somebody read... by the way, level 240 enemies now. So some of them are starting to get a little bit tanky. Ooh. Excuse me, sir. Can I borrow some of that? One of the memes that comes with Garuda is Garuda has the amazing ability to get blood from a robot. Because a lot of these, some of these are like this one would have blood. But some of these enemies that you'll face in this game are just robots. Also, with enemies hitting this hard, this is why shield gating is important. Because I have like 70 shields right now. Enemy shot me, I lost 100 shield instantly. So normally that damage would just hit me directly. There's a leech Eximus, so it's healing based off of dealing damage to me. Here we go. Now mine 2 isn't an insta kill. After it wears out, this guy will pick back up. But again, as I've already mentioned, insane ability strength, that 370% bonus ability strength, makes it so just pressing 2 on an enemy just fully heals me. Oh, I hit one of those. Yeah, but an elimination like this, even with level 240 enemies, isn't a big deal on my main. Like, my Mesa does probably my most damage output, but they wouldn't survive this. They are not a survivable frame. Now, there is actually a pretty funny character overall. Saren, I just got jumped. Not much I can do about that. Saren's pretty funny. They're a war crime generator. So what they do is they have an ability called like toxic spores or something. And what toxic spores does, Jesus Christ, I just got insta-killed twice. And what toxic spores does is it makes it so... Oh, this guy level 240, he's such a big threat, and he's dead. And what the spores do is you inflict spores onto an enemy. When you kill that enemy, it spreads the spores around to the nearby enemies. And as these spores grow in strength, or grow in amount, they grow in strength over time too. And then they just spread and spread and spread, allowing you to do even more damage. And then the strength of the spores decreases when they're not on anybody, but you can just get those things to spread, and it's really funny. A survival mission. I will not be taking that because I probably won't be able to survive. And that's just the truth of it. Got a pretty successful mission. Didn't get as... So I lost like 13,000 standing with Cephalon Suda because I'm at max rank. Essentially, you have to rank up and then go over it. It's a slightly annoying thing, but it is what it is. It's not... I still got the standing with everybody else. So now I'm at a -2 with these guys, so they'll send this... Oh, they'll say something to me.
You're just like the rest, tainted and ruined beyond salvation.
That's cool. What do you have to say, Suda?
Advancement imminent. I require more data. Advancement imminent. I require more data.
Yeah, we'll use a form on this. So this is the way this system works. You rank up with all of the standing that you obtain, and then you rank up, and you get one item from the shop. I'm going to take the relic pack. I got an Aya. Oh, I got all 3 of these. I got an Aya. Ayas are spent on relics that can drop prime characters when the prime resurgence happens. They probably are used on other things too, but... anyways, this is an Axie relic. It's the highest tier of relic, which means you need the hardest missions to open them, and they generally come with the better loot, or well, rarer loot. It's not better, you need all of it to make stuff anyways. So this is a brand new relic, because Grendel Prime just came out. So this is actually pretty nice, because that's just a bronze piece, so it's actually possible to get. And then next time I rank up, I'll need an Orc and Catalyst! So that it does say it on screen, but I'll read it for you. So you can apply these to a weapon, and it doubles the amount of not mod slots you have, but mod energy you have. So there's two different things. You get like 8 mod slots to put on anything, but also a stronger mod requires more mod energy. And with a catalyst, you can double the energy from 30 to 60, which is a lot. So,
I hope these interest you.
and then eventually I'll be able to get all this stuff. But first, I need to become a genius. But as you can see, there's lots of stuff, and these are rotational. I'm pretty sure. So I'm not 100% on that. And then you need just Y is for these. But you spend standing in the shop. So as I hover this, you'll see like 20,000 standing for this. I mean, that's a lot, but I mean, like, just what you get one reward for level up, and then it costs you a lot more standing to do it, and then you have a max amount of standing you can hold at a time, which goes up with your thing, just like what your rank is. And when your daily standing cap is just built into your character, it's based off of your master rank.
Now, just in case some of you ain't doing all this out of the kindness of your hearts.
Yeah, she has rewards. You can buy catalysts for the credits that you earn from these. And they rotate every so often. You also get nitane, which is used in some crafting. Little cosmetics like this. This is how you obtain Vauban. Some skins for weapons. They're just all, and then like you can get rotational, like aura mods are good to have because you apply those into a special slot and they give you more energy you can spend. A special mod slot that gives you more energy on your Warframe. And the aura applies to other people around you too. So like this one, Steel Charge Squad receives plus 60% melee damage. I tend to run either Physique or Energy Siphon. Or Energy something. So like my Korra has Physique right now, which gives everybody bonus health. And then because it matches the type of the slot, so like you'll see, this is just a really basic example because I don't have much on it. Or here, we'll use this. Oh, I can't do that. So we'll do it with this. So you'll see that this costs 2. That's the energy part of this. And then when I put it here, because this spot has this polarity, which is what those are called, if I put something with the matching symbol in it, it halves its cost. Now, in the aura slot, it does the opposite. It doubles the amount it grants. But then my Garuda, because it was just playing it, I'll explain. I've been recording for an hour. I'll quickly explain what I meant by like I have gladiator stuff. So I have the gladiator set. So these mods that say gladiator. I also have this, but that's just because one piece of it gives me this. But so this piece of gladiator set is called Gladiator Resolve. Gives me bonus health, and it increases my melee critical chance per combo modifier. So the upper one is what just this mod does on its own. Below it is what the gladiator set does. So you see that bar in the center there? That's like 4 ticks. I have 4 pieces of the gladiator set equipped to this Warframe at the moment. I can demonstrate. I have finesse right here. You see this? Gladiator finesse. I equip this, and all of them go up to 5 bars, and now it becomes 50% melee critical combo. Now, I don't care enough to get this extra piece. I'd rather have all these extra tank stats. Plus armor, plus health, plus armor, and health. This is ability strength, but my ability efficiency goes down, which means it costs more energy to do stuff. Intensify, more ability strength. Streamline, more ability efficiency, sort of to get that back. And then that's all displayed here. And then I have bonus armor from this, bonus health from this. But as you'll notice, this gives me 82%, this gives me 20% health, and then this gives me 40% health. This isn't as good, but my armor value's 1,124, which gives me 78.9% damage reduction to health. So this is a very tanky character. I also run them with physique, which gives my entire squad more health, including myself. Now, it doesn't match exactly, but I have enough. I put enough formas on this so where I can run these mods in these slots without having to worry. And then I have Arcane Trickery on Finisher. I have a 15% chance to become invisible. Arcane Reaper on melee kill, gain 4 health regen per second, and plus 110 armor for 10 seconds. So that one's really good on me, as you can tell, because I'm going for a tank build that does melee damage. So 4 health regen per second and 110 armor for 10 seconds on a melee kill. And that's not the max rank of that. In fact, that's rank 1. If you get more of them, you can increase that, and that effect becomes better. Now, the reason I have more than one piece of the set is that you'll see I have no weapon equipped, but down here I have Garuda Talons. And here you'll see this. This is what's called a stance mod. I don't have a claw stance, so I can't equip it. But the rest of this is Blood Rush. Critical chance stacks with combo multiplier. So when you saw like that 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, that's that. And then I have Gladiator Might, bonus crit damage, pressure points, better damage, True Strike, more crit chance, Organ Shatter, more crit damage, a drifting combo, better status chance, and combo duration, which is just really useful to have when I want that to stay up. Gladiator Rush. You'll see that I didn't even bother upgrading Gladiator Rush. It's sitting in that slot, but I didn't bother upgrading it because I don't need the combo duration from this. Theoretically, if I wanted to get even better stuff, I could increase the combo. I could boost this up because it's staying. And then I could use this and swap it out for something else. Like at one point I was running Relentless Combination, which increased 100% chance to increase melee combo counter when slash status is down. But if I remove this, here I'll demonstrate, you'll see that the status chance goes from 50 to 36. Not that big a deal. And if I wanted to, I could run something like Primed Reach, which increases my reach by 2.5, which is a lot. It's really good. But I don't... First off, I don't have enough energy in this weapon. If I had a stance, just like an aura mod, it would increase my ability to have more. But more likely, I'd end up running something like this, which would boost my damage. Actually, this would boost my damage probably more than the other thing would. But the other one, because this gives me more status chance, and now it gives heat damage as well. This would just be better. And then I have Prime Fever Strike, which is just toxic damage. Now, the reason I don't run this instead is because I need this combo duration. And if I upgrade this, despite the fact that it only costs 2, normally outside of the slot it costs 4, but it's in this slot, so it costs 2. If I upgrade this, it'll cost more. But I also have 2 pieces of Gladiator here. I have Gladiator Might and Gladiator Rush. Now, there are 2 other pieces of Gladiator, but I'm not running them because I don't like them enough, and I need my slots for other stuff. But yeah, this has been an hour of Warframe content. Hope you enjoyed.